We have a spectacular collection of works by Gerard Sekoto on the auction, all dating in the 1940s, while he was working in South Africa before his self-imposed exile to Paris. In 1939, he left his job as a teacher in Petersburg, Polokwane, and moved to Sophiatown in Johannesburg to pursue his career as an artist. And the first two works on my right and the work on my left were both done during his time in Sophiatown. Sekoto was never afraid to speak up against racism. His art provided a visual representation of life in South Africa, particularly for the non-whites, the injustices and oppressions of their daily life due to the socio-political circumstances in the country. These two works on paper, on my right, were both done in the year 1940, which are great examples of this. The first one being The Waiting Room, shows a mother with a child on her back sitting on a bench waiting patiently, and the second work, Going Home, which shows workers heading home after a long day's work with parcels and lunch boxes in hand. In 1942, while still in Sophiatown, he painted this work, Washday, which is a beautifully composed painting with really beautiful hues of pinks and oranges, and then the blue peeking out in the corner of the sky, and that blue again repeated in the girl's dress, in the headscarf, and in the windows. It really is a very beautifully composed painting that shows a typical day in Sophiatown. During 1942 to 1945, he then moved to District 6 in Cape Town, and then between 1945 and 1947, he moved to Eastwood in Pretoria. The artist said that his time in Pretoria is one of his most successful in his career, and during this time he painted this work, The Visitor, in Eastwood, which shows a local woman with her child in conversation with a man passing by on his bicycle. And this scene, caught mid-sentence, is placed against a very dramatic background. He is able to set a scene that tells a story, and this emotional interest is then heightened by his tone, color, and texture of the artwork. Sekoto's work is most appreciated for its ability to captivate the viewer. These works show the early prowess of the artist that led to his standing in the art world today.